That is boosted rank stats if I've ever seen rank stats before.
What, the 5-1 loss? And
Yeah, that is boosted.
Alright, looks like both teams are ready, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start it.
The main event.
The main event.
Head boy. Thought. I really wish I had game sound with this. That'd make everything so much better.
Oh yeah, it would make everything so much easier for you. So it looks like we're gonna be running into things. It's
I
bank.
think I'm doing a decent job though for not being able to hear a thing, but
Oh yeah. It's. I mean, I can tell with Oreo because sometimes I can hear like pre-placed nitro cells and you guys can't. It just it kind of sucks. I wish I could add it in. I don't think there's any way because I mean
there's no way to. I'd have to watch your stream and it'd be like
3 minutes behind. So it looks like Nomad's gonna get banned out here first. Let me pull up this stuff again. That way we know who's who. Okay. Correct. And Vane. So I mean, pretty standard bans coming out here so far. I mean, that's a good ban against Vane because Focal is a very good Capital player. So
Nomad on Bank is like. I feel like I would ban a Jackal over Nomad on Bank. I don't know if that's just me, but Jackal on Bank is incredibly strong, so that's still being up. I would expect they're going to run that every single round, at least offensively, because that's incredibly strong on this map. Like, I can't even stress how strong it is. But
yeah, and it looks like they're also going to be banning...
This is going to be an off pick, most likely. It's just whatever they preference-wise. Either
probably Legion,
Mira
maybe?
if they don't want to run it, but...
They don't really I think maybe a Legion. That might make most sense, maybe, probably. Or Echo, wow.
Echo. No, that's... I don't know if that's smart. Now they have neither. They don't have an Echo or a Maestro. That was stupid, I think.
Definitely an interesting choice.
Because the mirror... I don't know. Maybe they scrim without both, so they practice without it, so they're used to playing without that, but that is just... That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's definitely weird, and it looks like they're gonna be going for a lot of planting out here. They're gonna, of course, bring in that pulse. Vivid is known for bringing the pulse for the site, and then
that pulse is gonna be huge because they're not playing
an Echo, so
they're
gonna have to have. They have no
the
intel.
other team
they don't have a Valkyrie either.
They're allowed to bring a lot more, like I don't know how to describe. They can bring a lot more frag power now that they don't have to worry about either of those. They don't even need an IQ. They could just keep the Thatcher, and then they can run double nades, and they have the Zof. So it's most teams here ban Habana also, so I'm surprised she didn't get banned. This is different.
Yeah.
They kept the Cade but didn't ban the Habana. Like this is so weird.
Definitely an interesting.
Then again, it's Bank,
yeah.
so I don't know. I feel like a lot of teams don't choose Bank to play, but I guess this is what's going down.
Yeah, and Vivid does his normal thing. He normally just runs around the map to start off with, just so he can try to track or see if he can't find any drones, and also see if he can't track some footprints as well, and maybe waste some of the Jackal prints if there is a Jackal.
Yeah, I mean that's smart, I guess, but as Pulse, I don't know if I would do that because he's got to go all the way down the gold. But then again, it's the beginning of the round; he doesn't really have much to worry about. So
yeah, he can just walk right past.
I guess it is smart in that sense. Bait out it like you're gonna Jackal check him for what? Just to find out that he's where he's gonna be playing anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I understand that. That makes sense. Maybe to bait for Emriel also, knowing that he's going to be playing close, they're going to pick up the Pulse, not the Jaeger. He's going to get droned out anyway, most likely, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it looks like the drone's going to be coming.
Any decent team is going to drone that out, so they're definitely going to drone that.
Yeah, it looks like Giddy is going to be spotting him out inside of open. Yeah, I'm going to lose the drone in the process, but...
With the Pulse going up top, now they're concerned about that, and there's literally nobody up there, so... That's also a good play on his part to do that. He just baited out, wasted a minute without even being there, actually.
It's just gonna fly all the way in down the
Never
stairs.
seen somebody repel in there.
Yeah, I've never seen anybody repel there.
Didn't even know you just got tapped before.
Looks like it's
Serpa having enough with that monitor.
yeah. Definitely
Oh
just
God.
shakes angrily at that monitor. As it looks like the push is gonna start to maybe come in soon through servers. Looks like servers ready to go for this plant. He's in position, maybe trying to bait
He's
out
gonna have
the
to bait
nitro.
out so much utility though.
Yeah, it looks
Minute
like
and a
he's
half.
trying to
If they
bait it
bait
out.
early, this could actually do like a decent. One smoke down, minute and a half left. This is good. If they keep this pace up, then they're gonna be
Oh,
able
and
to
it's not even getting him out of the way. No, just a
Oh,
misplace, and he's gonna be able to stick it.
He's better off sticking it. Yeah.
Oh, he's perfectly sticks it. Well played
That
there
was
by
a smart
Serpa. Still 2 nitro cells on the board.
It's still
for
5v5
Vane.
post plant. This is insane.
Enrio is going to go for this rotate up the main stairs. And Zerton with a wonderful grenade is going to take down Vivid. You got to assume that the sledge is ready
He's
for this push
flank
upstairs.
watching.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
this is.
It doesn't have the camera to worry about. Enrio's going to come around the corner. He finds one. Does he know that there's 2 more up here, though? One's going to fall down the hatch. Does he know that there's one playing close? Inside of open. No! He had to come right for the flank. A nice shot there by Focal. Is going to get the down onto Razor, but it's a 1v5 situation for Focal. I don't think he's going to be able to win this. He'd have to be the greatest Rainbow Six Siege player alive. But no, and Serpa will find him.
Definitely not that. That was. Well then. That was great. That was like great pacing from Cracked. They had the wall open like pretty soon because he stuck the first plant like a minute 35, or he stuck the plant 120, baited out the smokes at like 135. So he already had 2 smokes wasted without pretty much a minute and a half left in the round. So that was, I can't stand Serpa, but that was pretty smart to bait that out super early and get it down.
Yeah, definitely a good round for Serpa.
They did a lot of unnecessary roam clearing, but in the end it just worked out. Razor just stayed up there, pretty much got a free frag because they weren't expecting him up there. So that was pretty good.
Welcome, Oreo.
Hello.
It's going
2.5 maps late.
Yeah. Not 2.5.
Dude, Stu, you told me you could hold it down, so I figured it'd be alright.
Bro, nah, dude, trust me, we're good.
But Stu did good. Stu's been getting better as the night's gone on. He's got more talkative. It's definitely a lot harder than it looks.
Oh, like, it is. Trust me. I was like, bet this better be baby food. Nope. You have to think so much.
Is it Vivid that's not playing?
No, Mello.
Oh, Mello's not playing. Okay. So they brought back King Feeds for a game.
We thought that we thought he accidentally got an invite, and we thought he accidentally got an invite.
Dude, look at this. Yo, that's unfortunate for them. Now, they saw the pulse scope there the first time, so now they have pre-placed drones up there. This is not going to be nearly as effective as it was the first round. They're just going to clear that. They're just going to clear that anyway. Like.
Yeah, a lot of the times I feel like Vane just does this kind of strat just to make them try to waste a little bit of time. Because last time, Serpa, that was really just off of him right there, being able to bait out that utility so well and just know when to stick it. Because the smoke grenades there from Angel were a little bit late, so it wasn't really timed that great. So Serpa just kind of tanked that damage and got the plant down, which really won them that round. So I think if they played,
that was a smart play for sure.
Yeah, if they played their plant out a little bit better, I think that would be. Obviously, let them win the round a little bit more. I don't think that they're really too concerned about like how quickly they're getting the map control. They're just kind of playing off of man. They have a lot of ways they can stop this plan.
They're not even going for the hatches either. They don't have a Havana.
No, in this situation, you can't really do that. What they should do, to be honest, is bring a Maverick and just Maverick open the 2 hatches and let the Thermite deal with server.
Yeah,
or bring a Maverick and put a Maverick hole above the hallway. Counter the push in, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's really curious that they're choosing not to bring the Maverick, like you said, and that they're choosing to bring some operators, some questionable choices for a bank basement defense. It looks like a little bit poor drum work there as Enrio gets the kill onto Razor. But the Buck and the Sledge, I guess the 2 nades are good, but maybe a little bit more smokes or something to help them deal with all of this plant now, because right now Serpa's very vulnerable, and as I say that, Focal will get the kill from Garage, so
I just missed it, bro.
Here for Cracked.
Of course, as soon as I turn off of Focal, of course, as soon as I leave Focal, he actually peeks the angle that I was questioning why he wasn't peeking. Oh, what? How does Giddy, what?
Cannot lose
That's a nice
those.
shot from Giddy right there.
He's
Giddy-
100 HP. Didn't even get touched.
How did it looked like Inrio hit him? I guess not though.
See what game we're playing right now?
Yeah, anyway, so now in a 2v4 with only 50 seconds up, it's not looking good for Cracked here. They're going to really have to live up to their names if they want to make something happen here, as all of the plant denial is still on the board. Looks like Giddy might try and stick the plant, but with so many nitro cells and a pulse pulling out that he's going to be planting and the smoke, it will be pretty much impossible for it to plant. And then Focal hits another nice shot from this garage angle right here onto King Brad. So in a 1v4, Giddy's going to have to show us some more nice shots, as there's really nothing he can do here in this 1v4, and he might pad his stats a little bit, but this round is pretty much over. He does get a nice
way
little
too
kill.
over aggressive. There's no need to even go.
Oh!
Giddy gets another kill on a Focal, so 1v2 might not be over yet. Giddy gonna have to make a hero play right here, but there's still 2 nitro cells on the board. Giddy making his way all the way up until the bomb, gonna try to push the Mira. Zer gonna take a few shots onto him. Giddy gonna win that gunfight onto Zer, so now it's a 1v1. Giddy going for the plant, but Vivid does have the information as the pulse, but Giddy might just stick this out. He's not going for the
no
kills,
clue,
and the
actually.
plant is gonna go down. He doesn't know. Giddy gonna have in a tough spot here, prone. Vivid is right in front of him. Not sure if Giddy knows where he is, but no, Giddy does know where he is, and Vivid will clutch up that round. That round, honestly, was almost a huge throw right there from Vane, but Vivid able to clutch it up with Giddy being on such low HP in a tough spot right there.
Surprised they played that super aggressively. That they literally, it was a 4-on-1. They had the smoke and I don't know what the other operator was, but they both
Mira.
Cade.
Or Cade, yeah.
or
Cade.
yeah, they both went on and like pretty much stacked on top of the bomb inside that bomb site. So I don't know what that was. Smoke
Yeah.
tried swinging the thermite hole, which was pretty stupid.
Yeah, definitely just some over-aggression right there from Vane. A little bit of a stupid play, honestly, and it almost ended up costing them. Giddy really hitting his shots right there and leaving it to a 1v1. If there was more time there, Giddy definitely could have won that, but just being forced to plant in a pretty terrible spot. Well played
Yeah,
from
he
Giddy there,
didn't
but that,
rotate either. He was stuck on the mirror. Like if he would have moved, he would have just got gunned. So
yeah.
It looked like they had the intel on him as well, but I'm not sure what ended up
with
happening.
no echo drone or no maestro, it's pretty hard. They'd have to run a Valkyrie every single round to get that, which some teams do, but they're not holding server. It
Well,
doesn't look like, so it's not.
It
not
sounded
likely.
like the Maestro, because because I was while I was spectating, what's it face, Vivid. It sounded like he was getting pinged. So I think he was. They had intel on the red hall. The attackers did. So I'm not sure if Giddy was just unaware of that or what happened.
Yeah, that's just a really big throw right there. I'm sure Vivid is probably screaming right now in the party, if I had to guess, as Vivid really doesn't like it when they throw, so I'm assuming Vivid's probably having an aneurysm right now in the party, if I had to guess.
Yeah. And it wasn't even that they really threw. I mean, the only person that threw was Angel Feeds, and I mean, Vivid or Focal just got slapped off of that
Yeah,
pixel
Focal did
feed.
get slapped.
Oh yeah, he was on the mirror peeking. That was
Yeah.
a disgusting shot. That makes
Yeah.
sense. It was
Yeah.
fine.
That was
They
just a
didn't
nice
stack at all.
shot. There was nothing that Focal could have done there. He just got rocked. But
Yeah.
it looks like they're going for that open area strategy. Giddy's trying to go for that Macy J pre-fire up onto top square skylight. That would have been dope if we had caught him get that shot, but he's not going to be able to hit that. It's a very hard shot to hit. But it does, as I was saying, it's going to be that open area strat. We saw Redemption trying to copy this strategy, but I mean, I honestly think that Vane, my apologies, runs this best with the setup inside of open and the hatches, and as well as the rotation hole into the small office. And I really like these holes right here as well, especially putting a dock inside on this wall. Vivid is definitely a strong angle to hold. But it
Yeah,
looks like
for
it's
sure.
an open area.
It looks like Cracked is just going to choose to ignore that open area hold altogether, which could pay off for them, as they're just going to completely ignore all that utility that Vane has dumped into this hold. And it looks like King Brad is going to be on a really nice flank watch here, getting that angle all the way down into the vending machine, so no one is going to be able to rotate here. And all the players in sight, such as Inri, are really in a kind of a kill box right now, as they have no way to rotate out unless they choose to go into that hallway. As the Buck and the Sledge are really going to provide a ton of vertical pressure here onto the site, and with only one player on site, or two players make that as Focal rotates back into site. This could get ugly right here for Vane, because Cracked is really putting a lot of pressure on the site, and with that door being barricaded right there, Serpa doesn't have to worry about that flank. It looks like he will even thermite this wall, so just completely cutting off the rotation from the site as Razor gets really aggressive here, catches the bandit. No, he doesn't catch the bandit, he misses a few shots there. onto the Bandit, but looks like Zerton will clean that up onto Azure right there. So now a 4v5 situation with man advantage being in favor of Cracked.
Time to ring some ears.
Yeah, and still open area control for Vivid. Is he's got that ACOG to play with, so he can possibly deny this push if it starts to come to it. And Inri's actually rotated upstairs. It doesn't look like the Buck knows what's going on at all, but he is actually going to start to go for a drone, so he will spot out the Legion playing just on top of the long haul as he goes for a pre-fire, but Inrio will wisely move off the position, but goes for the impact. Will Zerton heard this? I'm not sure if he did. Looks like he will rotate back in. He's going to spot the hole, and he's going to be dangerous now of where this Legion has rotated, but Inrio comes right through. Bad timing for Zerton as he's now got the top floor control, and it looks like they're going to start to push downstairs, and Focal, a nice shot onto Rage. There's only 30 seconds left. Giddy's going to try to cover this plant for Serpa as they've made it all the way inside. They're deep inside of Archives. King Brad is just coming off of the rappel. It's going to have to be a retake here as Focal is aware of maybe the Zofia has made its way inside, but a nice shot by King Brad with the hollow is going to take down Vivid. So it's a 2v3 situation. Focal is not aware of the Zofia just yet. Here's the pre-fires, but King Brad too strong on that operator. It's all up to Inrio now. Might even find one onto King Brad, but on about 20 HP now, it's not going to be a very winnable round. Still has a player upstairs. It spots the Thermite just behind the main wall as he gets Legion trapped, but again, it looks like Giddy still has control of the top floor. Ooh, but another nice shot from Inrio is going to put it into a 1v1, but again, there's top floor control and not enough time to defuse the bomb. So, well played here by Giddy.
Oh, no,
find the kill.
I was about to say, he better get that exit frag right now.
Gotta collect the frag right there.
That was a good effort, though, by Inrio. If he would have hit his shots a little bit better on that Zofia, could have possibly maintained a little bit more HP going into that last gunfight, possibly stuck it out, but didn't seem likely.
Yeah, he was in a pretty bad spot there, just low on time right there, honestly. But like I said, with the pressure mounting from the front right there, it looked like Serpa just chose to rush into the site after they got the kill onto the site player. So while it was a nice retake effort there from Vane, they just gave up too much map control early on and ended up being a nice push there from Cracked.
Yeah, it was definitely a good call for Crack to go from that main lobby and totally bypass the open area hold, which is the point of that open area hold. You got to force people to take from other avenues. And I mean, they had the holes, but they just weren't able to keep control of those main stairs long enough to deny the plant. So, I mean, overall, just a good attack, and it shows on the scoreboard from Cracked. It looks like it's going to be the same hole. It looks like they may even choose to switch up a few operators.
No
maybe?
Jaeger.
Yeah, no Jaeger.
They have 4 nades with no Jaeger. This could be very bad.
Yeah, I think they just switched off the Jaeger to make it a little bit harder for them to push lobby, as we see Vivid using these castles right here, castling off, I'm presuming, yeah, castling off ATM. So last time, Cracked chose to take from the lobby, and they took it very quickly and aggressively, so just with the castle, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them to get the control that they had last time so quickly.
I still don't think this makes sense, because if you look at how they're placed, that ATM castle is almost pointless. Like, you can't even contest the person hitting it. All that's gonna do is waste maybe 13 seconds.
Yeah, while Razor just goes and slaps it with a sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's so less than that even.
Yeah,
and then
really
they have
sure.
they have one E1, or E2, which isn't really gonna do anything. That's easily openable also. And the one on the side door is still questionable, but probably the most useful.
Well, the one on this door right here is just gonna allow for Zera to play a little bit more safe inside of elevators, and then I mean that one I guess.
That's incredibly easy to open still, though. They they have that door. The only way they can contest that is castled, so that's literally also free. And it kind of anybody in there is kind of stuck there. They're gonna play like this though, so I mean, I guess. Yeah, no, but they're gonna bandit trick this. You never
played that by Zur. So yeah, they kept the castle closed, and that helped with the battery.
They should have opened it first.
Oh
yeah, they should have opened it and then thermited it, definitely.
They have a sledge, a Zope, and a Buck. There's no way you can tell me they can't get that done.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like anybody's in a position. It looks like Giddy will choose to breaching charge that one castle on the left door. So as the sledge makes open and holes above. So.
Yeah, the vertical pressure once again really starting to mount here onto the site with the sledge upstairs in the buck, trying to hold control of those main stairs. But it looks like Inner here gonna go for a flank. If King Brad is still watching this could be an easy kill for Cracked. But if King Brad is not on that angle, it looks like he's not on the angle, so could be an easy kill here for Inrio, as it looks like Razor has his back turned to the Skylight stairs. So as I say that though, it looks like Serpa has already rushed into the site, so again, they're just taking control of the site. Serpa looked at Focal right there. I'm not sure if he saw him or not, but Angel will get killed by Giddy before Vivid trades it out onto Giddy. So now Serpa is all alone in sight. Where is his teammates? His teammates need to come help him, but they're getting picked off of sight. Focal's going to get a kill on the Razor, and it looks like two of them are going to converge.
There's nobody in the site. This is a free plant.
Serpa needs to plant the bomb right now, as the other two defenders, one is in the site and the other one is upstairs, but I'm not sure if there's anyone covering Serpa right now. It looks like King Brad is still in the lobby, and Zerton was last seen downstairs, so
he just
Serpa...
needs, the Zofia just needs to creep up and he just needs to stay right there, to be honest.
It looks like Zerton
this is a
will
wrap
get the kill
now.
onto Focal, so yeah, it will be probably an easy plant here for Serpa. I'm not sure if he's aware of where Vivid is, and Vivid could get an easy kill onto Zofia here, but no, Zofia doesn't appear to know where he is. He's going to wide swing the angle, miss a few shots, but it looks like King Brad will end up winning the gunfight onto Vivid, so the Taylor's defense proving to be pretty difficult for Vane in these last two rounds.
Just unfortunate timing there, and it looked like with the flank it may have been possible, but I don't know how Serpa just walked into sight and was able to kill one person.
No,
and
they had so much like utility towards meeting and towards upstairs that he was pretty much able to just crouch walk in. I don't know where he came in from, but I'm pretty sure he just walked in from square, and he just walked in that bottom side door.
No, because he just thermited the wall in Teller, so yeah, I think he just walked
the
there
smoke
and
was in Teller, so I don't know how.
he must have just slapped down Angel and then.
No, I think that was open, man. I don't think he opened that, because that's the whole strat, is to open into Tellers, to open into open area, and that's why you have that floor open in what's this called?
Cashback wall.
Yeah, that's why that floor is open.
Yeah, I think they just had too much investment into open area maybe right there, and a lot of times teams get baited into trying to push the open area, but it looks like Cracked is just showing us how it's done right there, where they just go for a full lobby push and they have someone watch the flank upstairs. So two really good pushes there coming out from Cracked, and a surprising 3-1 scoreline here on Bank, which tends to be a little bit more defender sided, especially with Hibana being banned. You'd like to see maybe a few more rounds taken by the defense, but it looks like it's been two really strong attacks back to back for Cracked.
The Hibana isn't even banned.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's see the bands. I'm not in the stream.
It's Nomad, Capital, and Maestro, and Echo.
Okay, so that's interesting.
What I was confused about is because they banned the arguably two best intel ops in the entire game.
Right.
And then they kept the Cade, didn't ban Hibana. It's just, and then they banned the Nomad over the Jackal, so it's just, this is like one huge mess.
Yeah, usually Cracked chooses to ban Hibana because they don't run it anyway, so they might as well take it away from Vane, at least make them use the Maverick if they want to open up multiple matches.
Yeah,
so,
and that's when like
but they're not running Maverick either, so I don't know what is going on.
It's definitely a curious ban. I'm assuming they just wanted to target ban onto Focal, who's really good on Capital. So I'm assuming that was the thinking, and then I guess they've probably been practicing with no Hibana, so they might as well not switch it up now. But yeah, definitely.
And the Capital, this most recent update with that damage reduction, but the area of effect increase, that's pretty huge.
That was unfortunate for Zerton right there. It looked like they had Inrio trapped right there. Zerton, you gotta hit those shots right there, buddy. But a nice kill from Inrio right there, and it looks like Giddy may have even misdroned him, so it could. Oh no, he does see him on the drone, so. Hopefully someone's in position to trade out Inrio, but it looks like he will be able to go back down the main stairs for free, and he will get away with his life, and he takes out the buck, which is 2 sets of nades, so...
I think Zerton just over aggressively pushed that without enough information. I think he got a call, but like a open area call, but didn't actually know where, and he lost the gunfight, to be honest. I think
he just lost the gunfight, which is unlucky, and then there was no one in position to get that refrag for him, so that's really unfortunate. Looks like they still know he's in there, so Inrio could collect another one as Razor gets breach charged in the back by his teammate, but no, Razor does end up collecting the kill.
I'm surprised I did that much damage from how far away he was.
Yeah, really. So a little bit of a sloppy start here for Cracked, and they only have 1 minute and 17 seconds left, and no thermite charges being used. They're gonna have to get a move on here, as it looks like the full plant denial arsenal is still in play here for IF, and Focal on this mirror angle. He might be able to juggle this hatch right here. It looks like he will get this thermite off, unless Giddy throws another EP, but no.
He's got an impact or he's got an EMP trick that right there. That's both gone, so he's free now.
Yeah, so now he can get it for free, but again, Focal in the garage here really going to cause a lot of problems if they don't send someone to clear that out, as it looks like there's no one going to clear him out, so Focal might just have another field day from that angle with that ACOG pistol, as last time he cleaned up, I think, 2 kills off of that angle, so...
They
he's
have
still
Sean
wary.
solo push garage every single round except this push they do, so I don't know why they don't have him do the exact same thing. He literally does the same thing every time.
Yeah, so the plants are now going to go ahead and start to come out here, and with only 20 seconds left, Focal, again, on this angle, going to take down Serpa, and with 2 nitro cells still on the board and a smoke canister left, this plant is really looking unlikely here from Cracked, and they're going to have to live up to the name and really pull off some Cracked stuff right here, as they're not in a good position. Like, as I said, their Razor will sprint in the site as well as King Brad. Razor takes down 1 in the hallway, he might take down 2 on the mirror, but no, he will miss a few shots. Vivid cleans him up with the shotgun. Angel cleans up King Brad, so now it's all up to the hero of the game so far, Giddy. He will see one prone, but he misses him,
Saw
and he
him.
will get shotgunned in the back, so unfortunate push there for Crack. Just looked like they ran out of time and ran out of manpower there.
The whole reason they lost that round is for the sole fact that they don't have anybody go garage ever. Normally there's at least one person that creeps on garage late round, and that's what they needed. They needed someone. They should have just had Buck do that the whole time.
Yeah.
Like Buck really has no purpose on that site. They already have a sledge, so why not just send him down garage? Wait till late. There's no camera they can put in there. They're not bringing a Valkyrie. There's no bulletproof. So I don't know why he doesn't just creep down there and shoot that guy in the back.
Yeah, it looked like Focal was looking for it late, but even if Focal is looking at that angle, that just means he's not watching the plant. So even if you're not gonna like aggressively push him, you still need to make him wary of someone coming in the garage late. So
He's got
looks
2
like
to 3 kills with that ACOG pistol behind a mirror.
yeah, I think that was his 3rd kill right there from that
That's
Mira. So
ridiculous. I've never seen somebody get abused that bad like this. This is
Yeah.
the first time I've seen somebody sit on that angle all game and frag out with the pistol.
yeah, definitely. It just looks like the basement defense proving to be a tough nut to crack here for Cracked. No pun intended.
Good one.
Thank you. But looks like after failing on Archives 2 rounds in a row, Vane is going to choose to go to the CEO office here. So it's really gonna. This round's probably gonna come down to once again whether Cracked can use their utility to prevent Vane from impact tricking, as they do have 2 sets of impacts on the castle and the Legion. So curious to see that they didn't bring King Brad on the Blackbeard here, as those are powerful positions on those windows right here. And wow, Giddy with 10 kills, really fragging out for his team, showing that why he's one of the best players. And also, Sean on Twitter was complaining that they lost because they had 2 subs yesterday, and that looks like it might be a plausible excuse right now, as Giddy's really putting the team on his back early on in this game.
I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I
Sean
believe
was, yeah, because you remember what Giddy or Jinja said yesterday in the interview.
Yeah.
Anyway, so going into this round, it looks like they're gonna do a default CEO take here, no one roaming. It looks like all 5 of them, except for maybe Inrio, are probably on site right now, and it looks like we will see all 5 defenders in the CEO/executive site. So again, lobby being a big focus here for Cracked, which is a little bit unusual to say the least, as they do have their Sledge, their Buck, and their Zofia all joining in this lobby side, and it looks like they're maybe going to push from Banana, which would be definitely the offsite push. Serpa gets a nice pick there onto Angel Feeds. Not sure how he got that kill, but maybe some poor positioning there from Angel Feeds, as that's a huge pick right there, as that's one set of impacts down. It looked like Focal actually used his to make those rotational, so that's actually all of the impact tricking denied. Oh, maybe 1. So Focal has 1 impact left. Looks like Vivid getting aggressive onto those windows right there, as looks like Azur manages to take down the Sledge right there, and Vivid going to continue to contest these angles here onto King Brad. So ACOG versus ACOG right here. Not sure who's going to win this gunfight. It looks like it will be Vivid getting the kill onto King Brad. Yeah, unfortunate positioning there. It looks like Vivid going for more, as he is aware of the Buck's presence downstairs. I'm not sure if Zerton is going to be aware of Vivid flanking him right now, but this could be a really good position for Vivid right here if he plays his cards right.
This is insane that they're still in this round. They had Banana. They were pushing Banana perfectly fine. They almost had like 2 people going up the staircase, but I don't know how that fell apart.
I think Azur in the elevator might have gotten one onto the Velvet stairs, and it looks like Giddy's made his way all the way near conference. He will get the kill, or he will get the kill onto Focals now at 3v3 with Giddy protecting the plant here. Serpa a little bit worried about flank, and it looks like Vivid will be the one flanking onto Zerton, so will all be down to Giddy and Serpa, as it looks like Giddy going for another push here, but Inrio will clean him up, so now it's a 1v3 for Serpa, make that a 1v2 as he quickly tries to equalize. He knows the players are near side, and he is going to have to go for these frags, as it looks like Vane will just try and run away, so Serpa in the 1v2 going to try and stick the plant here maybe. They're not in a position to deny it, but if this plant goes down, he will be in a real predicament right here, as he has players on both sides and they're pinching him very well. Serpa in the 1v2 going to try to take the gunfight onto the Mira, and it looks like he will win that one out. It's now a 1v1 situation. It's Serpa versus Vivid. Vivid with a definite health advantage and 3 dock stims. He could overheal himself here if he so chooses, but he's going to give his position away with that free fire through the wall. So Serpa in a pretty decent spot right here, despite being on lower HP. Looks like Vivid will swing into conference, and he does not see Serpa behind this Mira right here. So a good position from Serpa here. Vivid will give his position away, hugging tight on the wall, he will vault through, but Serpa wins it out right there. The 1v3 for Serpa, proving why he's one of the best support players right there. The ability to clutch, so important for support players, and Serpa really taking a round away from Vane that they definitely should have won.
Yeah, definitely a strong round for Serpa.
That was, I'd say that was more lean toward Cracked at the beginning. The setup they had, they took complete lobby control. They had kids on Spiral. They had west windows. It looked like it was going to be a pretty easy sweep up, go through Banana, but then they started getting picked. They lost to Zofia somehow, and then kind of swung back into the favor of Vane, and then through a series of events of King Brad getting shot off windows, the Jaeger or the Doc flanking, killing the Buck that was supposed to be watching the flank, and then definitely should have been a Vane round at the end, but should have. Beginning was definitely a Cracked side.
Yeah, Serpa actually getting a 4K, I believe, there, as
Yeah, he got the first kill of the round too.
they get the first kill, yeah. So really well played from Serpa right there in that round.
Big round for Serpa, and I think it was. I don't even know who. It may have even been an ace. I'm not sure who got the second kill. I'm watching it right now, so I'll tell you in a second.
Keep me posted.
I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, thank you. It looks like Crack's gonna take a book here from Wonky Donk and maybe try to hold down these blue stairs here with the Ella shotgun. Definitely a powerful position and will not be very easily countered, as really the only person that can force him off those stairs is the Zofia or maybe the flashbangs from Habana or Thermite. But with Capital being banned, that's really one of the best ways I've seen Vane deal with this blue stairs hold. So without that, it's going to be interesting to see how they choose to deal with King Brad here on the stairs.
And I can confirm Giddy got a kill as well, so it was only a 4K for Serpa, but still an excellent 4K at that, and an excellent 1v3 clutch from the Fragmite of Xbox, the Thermite main. But it is going to be the half switch now, so we're not going to be seeing Vane go on to their attack, and we'll be seeing Crack go on to defense. So it's going to be a pretty similar lineup for both teams, except we're going to be seeing Angel feeds on that Jackal. So they're going to be putting an emphasis on this roam clear, as Inrio has already made his way to the top of Square. So trying to see if he can't catch out any of these roamers. Again, it doesn't look like either of these teams are putting a very big emphasis to this roam game. Each team is respecting each other's ability to roam clear, so not really going to be risking a roam at this point in the match, as you could possibly see a late flank maybe up the main stairs if they're able to find a kill, but they are going to be choosing to bring the Habana from Vane, so not choosing to go with only the single hard breacher as did Cracked. So I like this call a little bit better. It just gives you a little bit more flexibility, in my opinion.
Yeah, it allows you to open all 3 hatches, which makes a little bit easier to put the pressure on the defense. And because if you can only open 2 hatches, then that allows them the flexibility to push up in that hallway. But with the hallway hatch being open, that will severely limit the rotations from the defense here. So with only a minute and 30 seconds left, Vane is really gonna have to get this push started here, as Razor will maybe try to go for a nitro cell onto a player in open area. He's on the pulse scanner. He does catch one on the pulse scanner. Let's see if he can get this kill. And if he throws it, he will not connect with Focal, who is rotating into the hallway. So it looks like they are pushing the players in server right now, but with all the ADSs here, it will be pretty difficult for Vane to get this kill. But it looks like King Brad is on the treadmill right now, and he will end up lagging out of the game. So a really unfortunate disconnect there from the LS shotgun player. And this wall being open and no Zofia in sight, it will be pretty difficult to open this wall, but no, Looks like Inrio will be able to stick the breach charge on there and open that wall up. So now it's going to be all down to the plant denial from Pulse, Mira, and Smoke to stop this plant. But with only 40 seconds left, this could be a holdout here from Crack despite the man disadvantage. It looks like Vivid will be going for the plant. I'm not sure if they are aware of it. What is the Pulse doing? The Pulse needs to be calling this out to his team, but no, Vivid will stick the plant here. So now it's a post-plant situation here for Cracked.
Yeah, and it's gonna be a 4v2 or a 5v3 now, as the smoke has been downed, and with Azur holding tight onto these main stairs, nobody's gonna be able to come up for this flank. But no, actually, Azur loses the fight to Razor, so Razor's gonna be able to flank all the way top floor, and Surfa's gonna be able to pick up his teammate of Giddy, both on 20 HP though, so they'll die to just about anything, like a blow in the wind. Angel Feed's gonna try to watch top of square though, but he misses the smoke or the mute or the pulse actually just a little bit. Inrio's gonna get the one kill onto Giddy as Razor's gonna go for the drop here. Gonna go right back through, spots the thermite right next to him. They're right next to each other. Vivid comes off the ground and slaps him down. It's all up to Serpa, but he's just saving the KD at this point. No need to do anything, as Zerton is gonna be calling for a rehost here.
Yeah, do 0-4 before that, I think. He's gonna need it.
Oh, he joined?
Oh, he's
Bank?
back.
I'm
King
starting
Fiends
it
is in the
before
game.
anybody
Let's get it,
disconnects.
baby.
So
Did you set? Oh, you did set the game up. I was about to say, bro.
yeah, if I didn't set it up right, bro, I don't know what I would do. So yeah, 4-3 in favor of Cracked still. So it's going to be, looks like a Slocker's defense for Cracked, as I'm not sure why. I think Focal was maybe AFK there, but I'm not exactly sure because it didn't look like he picked the Ying. Gonna finally get back into this, so hopefully you guys enjoyed my clips, bro. Next match, that's what we're gonna do. Next time, while we're waiting for someone, we're just gonna go through all my clips, and if you donate to the stream, I'll go through your clips. How about that? You have to, that's to be my stream though. You have to donate to my stream. So if I get a donation on my stream, I'll hit you up, and we are going to we're gonna go through clips. That's gonna be my new way to get donations. I like this idea. Thank you guys. Thank you, Stewie. Stewie, thank you for that idea.
Alright.
I'm gonna charge you 16% royalties.
16%. Wow, bro, that's kind of steep, bro.
I'm gonna charge 80%. Call me FaZe, so you'll get the last 4%.
Okay, all right. Well,
If only that was the actual contract.
Alright. Let's not get into it. Anyway. Looks like back to the basement is gonna go Cracked here, so definitely some interesting castle placements to say the least. You don't really see a castle being run on basement very much, and Inrio
Why
is
was
gonna
he reinforcing so late?
Razor going for the big dick reinforcement right there. Unfortunately, not gonna pay off for him. as
Punished,
Inrio's
got
gonna
his
slap
face
him
stuck
down.
in the couch.
Yeah.
It's tragic.
Looks like King Brad's gonna choose not to use one of his castles and his bulletproof camera. Gonna save that in the pocket for later. And he's gonna try and refrag right here, but unfortunately for him, he lost one of his teammates already, and the hatch is near reinforced. So Brad actually gonna use that late castle I was just talking about. Maybe he's gonna put the bulletproof cam down too, but who knows? As he will go ahead and rotate out of server. Just kidding, he's gonna shotgun the hatch right when the breach charge goes down. So unfortunate here. Brad's just gonna hold down that bulletproof cam for a little bit later, I think. Server gonna put a mirror right underneath of a hatch that's about to get popped, and it will get popped instantly. So unfortunate that it was popped right there from Focal, assuming from the hatch, but no, I don't actually know how that got popped. Maybe they're just opening up the angle into garage, so.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
better
I
off
think they
just
are.
popping it and holding that long angle that gave you.
Yeah, I think that's what they're gonna do. I think that that's actually a smart play right there for them to put the mirror, because now Giddy can't get shot because it's reinforced, so.
King Brad now has
Unfortunately-
2 castle barricades and a bulletproof camera. FYI.
Yeah, so he's just saving those for later, I think, and that could end up working for them as Serpa's Nitro does not connect here. So in a 4 versus 5, this is really not looking good here for Cracked, as they're gonna have to make some cracked plays as they really have no plant denial left except for Valkyrie C4 and Giddy on this long angle right here. So Giddy's gonna have to start slamming some people on this long angle right here. Serpa does peek the hatch. Someone's gonna have to try to go get a flank right here, but it looks like with the Jackal it's gonna be even more difficult as Angel is actually watching the flank and Azur, as Stu said earlier, is sneaking into the garage to try to put some pressure on the players in garage.
Ooh, nice shot though by Azur. Does another the second player here though. The castle's gonna peek wide, but Serpa on that angle under the hatch gonna take down Focal as Angel Feed's gonna get his second kill of the entire match. Vivid's gonna try to stick this plant. We could possibly see a rotate, but Azur is actually gonna go for a long rotate, gonna get spotted out by the camera as there's a couple fakes here, but Inrio and Angel Feeds double up, and Angel Feeds popped off on that round. That's the most kill. That's more kills than he had before our rehost. Definitely a big round there for Vane, able to tie this up.
That's what I was saying though with that late garage flank. There was only 50 seconds left on the clock. All you got to do is apply pressure. Pretty much, he didn't even have to take that gunfight. He didn't even have to kill the person that was prone on the armored truck right there. He just had to apply that pressure because obviously that person isn't gonna sit under the hatch in the middle of the mirror if somebody's pushing right behind them. So it was good he got that frag though. Applied twice as much pressure. Now that he got that kill. I believe he was there still through the entirety of the round, so pretty big picks.
Yeah, definitely some big picks.
Mind my chair squealing.
Oh, good. But it looks like we're going to be seeing now CEO from Cracked. I believe that's the second round in a row that they lost the basement defense, so it makes sense why they're going to be switching up top. I'm going to kill somebody if this controller keeps doing this.
Dude, go get some new batteries, man. Take it out of the remote or something.
It's not batteries, bro. I'm wired. I have no batteries here anymore.
You have no batteries.
I've got no batteries, bro. I gotta. Maybe if
Stop disconnecting your controller, bro.
Alright, here, hold on. I'll be right back.
Just don't touch it.
Oh fuck. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn it back on and I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna see if I can't get another cord.
The wall's been reinforced.
Alright, so it's now down to me and Stu to hold down the fort here.
Gosh.
As we're now going to try to cast it with a giant controller disconnected symbol in front of our screen. But no, it does go away for a little bit, so Giddy is just going to be playing the Valkyrie here. Going to put some great cameras. I really wish I could see what cameras he's throwing, but no, it will go away right there. So the CEO defense here makes sense from Cracked, as they were unable to win the basement 2 times in a row, so pretty much the opposite of what IF was doing. So IF could only win the basement, and it looks like here that Cracked cannot win the basement. And I think the difference is that IF brought a lot more plant denial, and also their roams were a little bit more effective. They didn't just give away free kills like we saw Razor do last round. So CEO could be a better choice here for Cracked. These Valkyries are going to provide a wealth of information for Cracked. It looks like Azur is repelling on those windows, could catch Giddy right here. On the rotation, he does take a little bit of HP off of Giddy. This is a nice angle right here being used by Azur, and with no castle being played by Cracked, really going to be able to abuse those angles from the skylight in the lobby.
Yeah, and it looks like they're already going to be coming in from square. Of course, Inreal on the Thatcher. But it looks like...
So,
they only have one set of impacts to impact trick this with, so if they can possibly eliminate the Legion, if we can even see it happen, they could be able to get that wall open for free. Looks like they do get it open. I couldn't believe they just opened it.
It looks like Inreal almost wanted to get really aggressive there, but after hearing the Jaeger come back up the main steps, he thought better of it. So
that
they
wall
do
is
the double
soft,
armor.
and they have no reinforcements. There's no mirror facing, and that is gonna be one.
where did they put the other
deal with
mirror
that
at?
round.
Oh my!
It's facing behind him. It's facing towards the west windows. Oh no, it's not.
Well, that's actually an interesting mirror shot right there, but Azur is cutting off anyone that plays their mirror, so Brad's just going to have to lay here prone, effectively neutralized by Azur. But as I said that, it looked like Giddy and Zertin both hitting some nice nitro cells right there, so 2 special deliveries for IF, and will be put in man advantage for Cracked. It looks like Giddy going for the 2-piece right here does manage to get only 1 kill onto Angel before he lights up the player on the windows. I believe that's Azur. Giddy could live up to the Cracked team name and go for a run out here, but looks like he will choose to go for the run out, but he will miss a few shots. Azur put on about 1 HP, and they're all jumping out the windows right here. It's a parade. Brad missing a few shots right there, but he will switch to the pistol and clean it up onto Azur.
That was almost unfortunate for Brad.
Alright, I'm
Almost,
gonna
yeah.
I'm gonna try to fix this real quick. Hold on. Hold on. Plug that in. And plug this in.
All right, so it looks like they will choose to go Teller's Archives rather than go back down to the basement. So Crack's really not preferring that basement hold, as they did lose that 2 times in a row. So it makes sense they want to switch that off. And it looks like they are going to be running a Castle Mirror strat for Teller's Archives. So going to be curious to see how they hold this compared to Vane, as Vane put a lot of emphasis into open area, and Crack decided to push that from the lobby, which ended up being really successful for them both times. So going to be interesting to see how the two teams played a little differently, with Serpa switching on to the LS shotgun. So definitely
I
a
thought they
different
were gonna
lineup to
run the
say the
mirror
least.
and
Yeah, the mirror
do
setup and
like
open.
replicate the strat up top. No, I thought they were gonna do the same hold
Oh,
but up top. I thought they were gonna hold it like that.
yeah, they could go up top. And honestly, I think the Teller's Archives pick might have thrown off the attacking lineup for Vane, as really their only soft breach is the Jackal Shotgun and the Zofia, which is obviously still good, but it's not as good as like a Buck or a Sledge. So
Yeah, but they have, with them having the Habana and the Thermite here, they can open up a. Yeah, they're okay. So they're gonna reinforce off the office, so they could Thermite that. They could Thermite. They can open up everything they need to. Not like they didn't mean to bring both hard breachers, but they have double the ability now, and they could use those Habanas as soft breach too for the castles. So that's just save the Zofs possibly on top of that. So that kind of helps.
Yeah, and it looks like after that last round, a quick look at the scoreboard. Just, I mean, 2 rounds we've gone past. It looks like it's, I mean, still fairly evenly played out. Vivid and Folklore are towards the bottom. I mean, they were towards the top once we did that rehost, but I mean, then things probably happened after the rehost. It looks as though, ooh, Folklore just peeks down the skylight. Is gonna get
That's one of the hard breachers
apart.
down. That's
a big kill right there.
And this early in the round, 30 seconds in, already a man
staring
down.
up a middle skylight. That's like the most unlikely place to get a kill besides the lobby skylight.
Yeah, that's just like an unorthodox peek right there from Razor, but it ended up working out, and that was a big kill right there. Onto Foco, who's been playing pretty well this game, and now in a 4v5, it's going to be up to Vane to call this one back for the team. And with only 2 minutes left, they're still trying to clear these roamers out, but it looks like Zerton here going to just hide in this electrical room. If he gets droned out, this could be an easy kill for IF here, but if he does not get droned out, then that's going to be a huge flank opportunity for Zerton. So a risky play right here, but in a 4v5, it's honestly a risk that it might be worth taking for them, as the vertical pressure is going to start to be put on right here from the Zer with those breach charges.
Yeah, and he's going to start to be going out to cut off those rotations, and it looks like those players down below are going to have to start to decide where they're going to be want to play. It looks like Serpa is actually going to be running that shotgun, so an interesting take on things, as he's ready for the main lobby push, it seems, but it looks like that's actually where Vane wants to be coming from, and the Jaeger himself is actually rotated all the way down towards the basement now. So again, if they don't have the drones, which it sounds as though they do, yeah,
If they open up lobby, they're just gonna get gunned by this Jaeger in the side. Even if they open up the right by printer and go for that, he has an angle from the bottom middle stairs to that. So
Yeah, this push here really starting to stall out here from IF, as they only have about 50 seconds left to get this push, and the LS shotty through the floor is going to put a Zer on about 1 HP. So again, the vertical pressure not leading to any kills right here, and with only 45 seconds left, this push really needs to get jump started right here by an opening frag or something, because it's not looking good right here for Vane.
the
And
Jackal
this,
didn't even go upstairs, so their breach power was restricted to the Sophia. But they just got back-to-back picks now, so.
yeah, as I said though, it looks like the push will be jump started by Azur and Vivid right there, getting 2 big kills right there. So now the site is completely free, but it looks like Castle will wide swing onto Vivid, and Brad is going to win that gunfight, but he is put on such low HP. Giddy getting another kill right there onto Azur, so now it's all down to Inrio and Vivid, or no, Inrio and Feeds, my mistake. The shotgun here not working out for Giddy. He's going to go prone right here, play a little bit aggressively. Vivid will go for the pre-fire, but Giddy will get the shot. Giddy, the 2-piece onto
Is
Angel
that a
right there.
180?
Wow, nice shot from Giddy, who's been playing out of his mind this game. I believe he's definitely well into double digits right now if we go back for the Rios.
He had 10 kills before we even.
Yeah, so Vivid
He's
on
at like 15 or 16.
yeah, Giddy with 15 frags right now, really showing out this game, and definitely one of the strongest members on this roster, and his presence was sorely missed yesterday, and his impact is really being felt on this game, picking up 15 frags. playing with that shotgun right there. Definitely a great play right there from Giddy. And with that round right there, Cracked has guaranteed themselves a tie, so that's at least 1 point for Cracked, and they still have to go. They still get to go basement again. So arguably basement the best site on this map, and they will have King Brad back on that LS Shotty. So it looked like they had a pretty decent hold the first round with the LS Shotty on the blue stairs, but unfortunately with the disconnect, it ended up not working out for them. So yeah, we're gonna be curious to see how they're able to hold down this Lockers defense. And it looks like they are gonna bring more Plantain Isle and more information, which looks like it's been sorely lacking for them, as they didn't even know that Vivid was planting it the original round. So with that Valkyrie, it should be able to provide a little bit more intel.
It's interesting that they're forced to bring a Pulse and a Valkyrie because they're not bringing bulletproof cams. There's no Echo or Maestro, so they're kind of restricted on this. They're refusing to bring a smoke also, so they're relying extremely heavily on the C4's landing, which is kind of 50-50 with the radius of the C4s, and considering the fact that the Pulse didn't even tell them they were planning the last time they went down here, so I don't know what they plan on doing differently here.
Yeah, it's definitely. I definitely agree with the, like you said, the Valkyrie choice, just because of their lack of intel in those last few rounds. I mean, hopefully Giddy is going to be able to better play this Pulse than Razor was, but I would think that Giddy is going to be better able to play this Pulse, just because Razor's more of a fragger, and I like him on Jaeger more than I like him on Pulse. So I definitely agree with this choice. I'd rather put Razor on the roam. Just because he's
This is the one time I would actually switch. That Oregon, they were just switching roles to switch roles, it felt like, but this actually kind of makes sense.
We're going for some free fires as well, and do the main window here, as it looks like Inrio as well as Focal are going to try to see if they can't put pressure onto this Jaeger, who's just going to rotate all the way upstairs. I'm not sure if they have the intel here. They spot him out. Couple of shots are going to hit onto the Jaeger. He's going to be forced to go all the way back downstairs and rejoin with his teammate of Zerton. So he's going to be making his way all the way back down, and hopefully only a minute in, so they didn't waste too much time, and Angel Fleets is going to be able to get the footprints on the Pulse. So not a very useful scan, as I mean, that's pretty ordinary to see the Pulse playing there, but Focal is going to actually cut off this rotation, so anybody that tries to rotate back down to the site is going to get completely cut off by Focal. So well played there by the Hibana, and it's going to be putting King Brad along with Giddy on an island here. So
yeah, the Pulse being utilized a little bit unorthodox here, not being placed in the Gold Vault where you'll typically see a Pulse play, but actually rather being played in the server. But the server hatch has not been opened yet, and with only no sets of X-Kairos left, unless they burn a Thermite on this hatch, which they do end up doing. Looks like Giddy gonna use a C4 here. Will it connect? It will not. It gets stuck up on the hatch, and both of these players right here, Giddy and King Brad, are really in a bad position right now, with Focal cutting off their rotation completely from the hatch. But there's only a minute left, so this round is not yet over. It's just about to begin, honestly, with 2 minutes already gone by. So can IF force these players off the stairs, or are they going to be able to get these kills and halt IF's push before it even starts? Giddy going to get aggressive there, lit up to about 1 HP. Brad going to also take some damage before he takes down his Earth, so now man advantage in favor of Crack before Inrio cleans it up onto Giddy. So now a 4v4, man count is even with about 50 seconds left. They're going to have to still try and get King Brad out of here with this shotgun, and no flashes from Vivid. It looks like they're just going to have to play the straight drop here, and Vivid and Inrio are going to have to try and trade for each other as they try to get this LS shotgun out of server.
Looks like they still know that the Ella shotgun's playing there, and even though they don't have the intel, they don't know exactly where the Ella is playing. Are they going to spot him prone on the ground? Goes for the pre-fires there. Inrio, well played there. Got to be able to get this breaching charge on here, as well as Razor's actually going to rotate underneath the hatch and take down Angel Feeds. Doesn't have the mirror window here, though, to play with. It looks like Serpa forgot to put that one down, so it's going to be 15 seconds left, and it looks like Razor is actually going to go for the rotate all the way upstairs. It's going to be a big play. Do they have somebody to watch this flank? It looks like Focal is going to have to be in charge of this. Inrio takes down Serpa. Zerton gets set off Inrio, so it's all left of Focal. He just barely misses Razor rotating back in through server.
Vivid's already gone. They're already leaving. No faith.
Yeah, bro, no faith.
Yeah, not really much he can do there, honestly.
Nah, he was stuck on
right
flank
there.
watch, and people going for the plant and cover died, so he can't put that on him.
Yeah, that just came down to time, it looked like, honestly, right there.
Poorly played Zertun, or Zerton, however you want to say it. Twitter trash talking coming out hot this game.
Yeah. Who should we get for the interview? I guess I'll message Zerton and ask him who he wants.
You can do the interview with Zerton, bro. I don't want to do the interview.
Yo, Giddy, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Alright. Sean's struggling a little bit. I guess we'll just go ahead and start it with you, and then when Sean gets in here, we'll ask him some questions. So the first thing I want to ask you is, yesterday you guys took an unfortunate loss to Redemption. How much of that would you put on them, and how much of that would you put on yourself and your own team for having 2 subs and maybe not playing to the best of your ability?
I mean, we had yeah, like you said, we had subs. It's not like it's 1 match out of 10 weeks, so we're not really stressing about it. That's why all that Twitter drama was like literally pointless. Just one game.
Yo.
What's up, Zerton?
Oh, Zern's
What's
alive.
up, bro? Yeah. I don't know what happened.
And then it's all good. But then, so for you personally, Giddy, you had a really big impact in this game right here. Was this game like any different than other games because you're going against Vane, who's perceived as like obviously one of the better teams in the league, or did you like treat this like any other game?
No, I just treat it like any other game. Every game's the same game to me. It's just playing Siege.
Right. Okay, so for you, Zerton, how did this game compare to the game that you guys just played yesterday?
I feel like today, since we had our full roster, we were just more organized. Like playing with subs is difficult. Like they don't know anything that we have set up. And we made sure everyone knew what we were doing. We executed as well as we could, and it worked out well.
Right, and then so is that going to be your guys' lineup going forward, or is Mazezi going to play instead of King Brad?
I believe King Brad will be our permanent starter from now
Okay.
on.
All right, so that's like an interesting change right there. So for another question, you guys chose to go away from the basement defense, and you chose to go Archive Tellers as well as CEO. So do you have any can you share any insight on why you guys chose to go away from that, rather than continue to go back to basement?
You got this, Zern.
All right. We weren't feeling the downstairs defense. We just weren't doing everything right, so we decided to take a gamble and go upstairs. We got some clutch C4s through the floor, and I believe Serpa got one too. It set up the round nicely. We had man count. They didn't have much time to execute, and yeah, that was a good gamble.
All right, and then I have 2 more questions. So for you, Giddy, can you walk us through like the Serpa 1v3 clutch and like really what was going through the team's comms and the team's mentality when Serpa clutched that round right there? That was a huge round for him.
We just told him to play aggressive before the match. So like, he's new to the roster. We just literally say be aggressive, be a crackhead, and that's exactly what he did. Pushed all the gunfights and won every single gunfight.
Yeah, that was definitely a big round. And then, so I guess for my final question, how do you guys feel like as a team going forward right now? I don't know who your guys' matchup is next week, but you're off to a 1-1 start. So anything you guys are going to work on and try to improve to ensure that you guys don't take any more losses like you took yesterday?
We're just gonna play Siege. That's
There you go. Nothing to it.
Yeah,
nothing to it. We're just playing.
Giddy's
Yeah,
just
so-
playing Siege, bro.
So I guess all these teams that are like doing these dry runs and all that, like you guys do none of that. You just come in and play Siege.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I guess that's all there is to it. Just play in Siege. I guess like to an extent, like being relaxed, like you're saying, and like just coming in and thinking like, oh, it's just a video game. That's all it is at the end of the day.
Yep.
So, yeah, congratulations on the win. Do you guys have anything to say to the haters, the Twitter beef, anything like that?
Oh
I
my
just
God,
like to
Zern.
say,
Oh Jesus.
I love all of the haters, bro. Just you guys are all nice people, man. I just love it.
Listen, the more you hate on a team, just it makes them want to improve themselves even more. Like it just gives us motivation.
Like
I appreciate
I was
it.
thinking about it. Like I don't know how you guys are. Like we had subs for like the past 3 weeks. and
You don't,
everyone's-
Zern. You
everyone's
don't gotta
doubting
explain it,
me.
homie.
I'm just. Okay. All right. That's all I'll say.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys. Congratulations on the win again, and good luck in your future games.
Appreciate it.
All right, well, that's gonna do it, I guess, for us. And
That's all.
yeah. I know Lifesaver wanted to get in here, but everything's already ended, so I apologize, Lifesaver. But
right.
yeah, we're gonna get out of here. So I guess we'll see you all next week. Yeah. So
See
thank you all
ya.
for tuning in. I'll see you guys next week.